Hello everyone, I'm so glad you could join us today as we gather together to welcome a season that's both familiar and full of surprises. There's something magical about this time of year, isn't there? The anticipation, the traditions, and the sense of community that winter always seems to bring. It's that time of year again. Winter is just around the corner. The world outside is transforming as the first hints of frost dust the trees and the air takes on that unmistakable chill. Streets become quieter, blanketed in snow, and the landscape is painted in shades of white and silver. The air is crisp, days are shorter, and we're all wondering what the season will bring. Will it be a winter wonderland, or will we see more rain than snow? As the sun sets earlier each day, we find ourselves reaching for cozy sweaters and warm drinks, sharing stories and making plans for the months ahead. For generations, people have turned to the Old Farmer's Almanac for a sneak peek at winter. It's a tradition that connects us to the past, as we flip through those familiar yellow pages, searching for clues about what's to come. The Almanac is more than just a book. It's a trusted companion that's been part of family conversations for centuries. Since 1792, its annual forecast has helped families plan for everything from travel to heating bills. Imagine early American families huddled by the fire reading the Almanac by candlelight just as we do today, albeit with a bit more technology at our fingertips. It's a link to our shared history, a reminder that some things never change. The Almanac's predictions feel personal, offering detailed region-by-region outlooks. Whether you live in the snowy north, the rainy Pacific Northwest, or the milder south, there's a forecast tailored just for you. It's like having a weather expert in your own home, guiding your plans for the season. It's a blend of science and tradition, using solar activity, historical weather, and ocean temperatures to make its call. The Almanac's methods are a fascinating mix of old and new, combining centuries-old wisdom with the latest scientific observations. It's a reminder that predicting the weather is both an art and a science, and that nature always has a few surprises up her sleeve. Every year, it's a friendly competition between old-school wisdom and modern meteorology. We check our apps, watch the news, and compare notes with the Almanac, eager to see who gets it right. It's all part of the fun, debating forecasts with friends, making bets on the first snowfall, and sharing a laugh when the weather catches us off guard. So, as we stand here on August 28, 2025, let's see what the Almanac predicts for the winter ahead. This date marks the start of our annual ritual, flipping through the pages, circling important dates, and making plans for holidays, trips, and cozy nights in. It's a moment of excitement and curiosity as we look forward to what's coming. Ready to find out if you'll need skis or rain boots? Maybe both. Winter can be unpredictable, and that's part of what makes it so special. Whether you're dreaming of powdery slopes or preparing for puddle jumping, the Almanac has insights to help you get ready for whatever comes your way. We'll break it all down so you can be prepared. From travel plans to family gatherings, knowing what to expect can make all the difference. We'll help you plan ahead so you can focus on making memories and enjoying the season, no matter what the weather brings. Let's dive in and see what this winter has in store across the country. From snowstorms to sunny days, from icy mornings to cozy nights, we're here to guide you through it all. So grab your favorite mug, settle in, and let's explore the winter forecast together. Because no matter what the weather, it's a tradition we can all count on. The big question, will it be a cold winter or a mild one? According to the Old Farmer's Almanac, it depends on where you live. The east is in for milder temperatures, while the west braces for colder than normal conditions. If you're in Seattle, Denver, or Phoenix, get ready for extra layers. Temperatures will dip below average. The coldest air is expected in late December and January, especially in the west. The east gets a break, but January will still bring classic winter chills. It's a classic east-west split, shaped by the jet stream guiding cold and warm air across the country. Now let's talk about precipitation: snow, sleet, and rain. The Almanac predicts an active storm track with above-normal precipitation for much of the East Coast and South. The Northeast and Intermountain West are in for above-average snowfall. Think big nor'easters and deep snowpacks. The Rockies will see a fantastic ski season, while the Pacific Northwest and Northern Plains may be drier than usual. The snowiest periods mid to late January and early to mid-February. These weeks could bring blizzards and major accumulations, especially in the Northeast and Rockies. Be ready with emergency kits and keep an eye on local forecasts. This winter, you'll want to watch the skies. Out west, the headline is cold. From the evergreen forests of Washington to the sun-baked deserts of Arizona, a dramatic shift is underway. This winter, the entire western United States is bracing for a season that promises to be colder and more intense than usual. Whether you're in the Pacific Northwest or the Southwest, expect chillier days and even colder nights, with temperatures dipping well below what's typical for this time of year. The cold air is sweeping down from Canada, bringing with it a wintry punch that will be felt from the coast to the mountains and everywhere in between. The Intermountain West, including the high valleys of Utah and the rugged peaks of Colorado, is in for a prolonged stretch of cold weather. Residents here should prepare for frequent snowstorms and extended periods of heavy snow accumulation. These conditions will make travel challenging at times, especially in mountain passes and rural areas. Local communities are already gearing up for what could be one of the snowiest winters in recent memory, with snowplows and emergency crews on standby. For winter sports enthusiasts, this is fantastic news. The Rockies are set for a stellar ski season with above-average snowfall expected across popular resorts in Colorado, Utah, and Wyoming. Fresh powder will blanket the slopes, drawing skiers and snowboarders from across the country. Local businesses in mountain towns are anticipating a busy season, as deep snow and ideal conditions promise to extend the ski season well into spring. Meanwhile, the Pacific Northwest will experience a different kind of winter. While it will be colder than usual, the region is expected to be drier, with fewer storms rolling in from the Pacific Ocean. This means less rain and snow for cities like Seattle and Portland, but the chill in the air will be unmistakable. Residents should still prepare for frosty mornings and icy conditions, especially in higher elevations and rural areas. Southern California and the desert Southwest will see near-normal precipitation, but the colder temperatures could bring rare and exciting snowfall to higher elevations. Places that rarely see snow, like the hills above Los Angeles or the high deserts of Arizona and Nevada, might wake up to a dusting of white. This could create beautiful winter scenes and unique photo opportunities, but also some travel headaches for those unaccustomed to winter driving. In summary, the West should prepare for a colder, longer winter, with mountain regions enjoying deep snow and extended winter recreation opportunities. From snowshoeing and hiking to backcountry skiing, outdoor enthusiasts will have plenty to look forward to. However, everyone should be ready for the challenges that come with a harsher winter: icy roads, power outages, and the need for extra layers. Along the Pacific coast, the story is similar. Expect cold, gray days with brisk winds, but not as much rain as usual. Coastal communities will feel the chill but may be spared the worst of the storms, making for quieter, if colder, winter months. So, whether you're heading to the mountains for adventure or staying closer to home, everyone west of the Rockies, bundle up, stay safe, and get ready for a winter to remember. In the Midwest and Great Plains, it's a mixed bag. The upper Midwest, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, will have a cold, snowy, classic winter. Central and southern plains like Kansas and Missouri will be milder, with more rain, sleet, and slush. The coldest period late January, with Arctic blasts reaching deep into the region. The snowiest times late December and February, bringing lake effect and major snowstorms. Up north, get ready for snow-filled days. Further south, prepare for everything from rain to ice. Winter here will keep you guessing. Be ready for anything from Mother Nature's playbook. As winter approaches, communities across the Northeast and Mid-Atlantic are preparing for a season that promises to be both unpredictable and eventful. While forecasts suggest that this winter will be milder than average in terms of temperature, it's important not to be lulled into a false sense of security. The region is still expected to face a variety of challenging weather conditions that could impact daily life, travel, and local economies. Although the mercury may not dip as low as in previous years, above-average precipitation is on the horizon. This means that New England in particular should brace for frequent and sometimes heavy snowfalls. The classic winter wonderland scenes, snow-laden trees, blanketed rooftops, and quiet white streets, will still be a familiar sight, especially in the northern parts of the region. One of the biggest threats this season will be the arrival of several powerful nor'easters, especially during the heart of winter in January and February. These intense coastal storms can bring blizzard conditions with howling winds, rapidly accumulating snow, and dangerous travel. Residents should be prepared for the possibility of school closures, power outages, and disruptions to transportation. For the Mid-Atlantic, the story is a bit different. While snow is still possible, especially in the interior and higher elevations, many areas along the I-95 corridor will see more rain and wintry mixes. This can lead to messy commutes, slippery sidewalks, and the potential for localized flooding when rain falls on frozen ground or snowpack. Higher elevations in states like Pennsylvania and New York could see significant snow accumulations, creating ideal conditions for winter sports and scenic beauty. However, cities and lower-lying areas may have to contend with slushy, icy roads and sidewalks, making travel hazardous and increasing the risk of slips and falls. The storm track this winter is expected to be particularly active, with systems frequently targeting the Northeast and Mid-Atlantic. This means residents should stay vigilant, keeping an eye on weather alerts and being ready to adapt plans as conditions change rapidly. The snowiest periods are likely to occur in mid-January and throughout much of February. These months could bring several rounds of significant snowfall, requiring communities to be ready for repeated shoveling, plowing, and winter maintenance. Even with milder temperatures overall, winter in this region can still deliver powerful storms, biting winds, and sudden cold snaps. It's a reminder that the season's challenges go beyond just the thermometer. In the Northeast, winter is always a force to be reckoned with. Whether you're a lifelong resident or new to the area, it's wise to prepare for whatever the season may bring, because in this part of the country, you can never truly predict what winter has in store. Down south, from Texas to the Carolinas, expect a milder, wetter winter. Cities like Atlanta and Charlotte will see fewer cold snaps and more comfortable days. The Southeast and Gulf Coast are in for above-normal rainfall, thanks to an active Gulf storm track. Most precipitation will be rain, but late January could bring rare snow to the southern Appalachians and parts of North Carolina and Tennessee. Texas and the southern plains will be milder, with near-normal precipitation and occasional rain. The threat of ice storms remains especially in January. Overall, expect a gentle, rainy season across the South. Keep those umbrellas handy. So, how does the Old Farmer's Almanac make its forecasts? They use a secret formula dating back to 1792, blending solar science, climatology, and meteorology. Solar science means tracking sunspots and solar cycles, which can influence Earth's weather. Climatology involves studying decades of historical weather patterns and ocean conditions like El Niño. Modern meteorology helps fine-tune predictions using current jet stream and ocean temperature data. All these factors go into their unique formula. The result? A forecast with about 80% claimed accuracy. Whether you're a believer or a skeptic, it's a fun tradition. And it keeps us all talking about the weather. That's the scoop for winter 2025-2026 from the Old Farmer's Almanac. The West gets cold and snowy, the East milder and wetter. The key, be prepared, not scared. Use the forecast as a guide to get ready. Now's the time to check your heating, seal up drafts, and prep emergency kits. If you're in a snow-prone area, make sure your snow gear is ready. Proper clothing and supplies will keep you safe and comfortable. Embrace winter's beauty, enjoy the season, and stay warm. That's your winter forecast. See you out there.